welcome back to my channel. My name's Abby and I love macrame, DIY home decor, and a good thrift find. Today we're going to be doing a sunroom refresh. Let's get started. So taking a look at this room beforehand, it's definitely become quite a bit of a cluttered mess since we moved in just over a year ago. But with doing so many projects around the house, this room has kind of become a catch-all space for all of the paint and tools I've been using. It does, however, have some great detail to it, including this wood ceiling that's original to the home. I am so happy that the former owners decided to keep it when they converted this screened-in porch into a sunroom. They also chose to keep the original siding on this wall, which I love as well because it adds so much character to this space. But as far as what I'm planning to do, I know I want to remove this dog crate as we don't use it anymore and replace it with a bench I got from my sister last year. I also know that I want to replace these bird hooks. While the hooks are fully functional, the birds are just really not my thing, and I want to replace all the hooks with something a bit more modern. I also want to add a fifth hook there in the middle just to create more symmetry. But being in this room really is kind of like being in a fishbowl. I love the light that all the windows provide, but we're so close to our neighbors that we kind of just need a bit more privacy in this space. So I'm planning to hang up some type of shade. And then for this other corner, I really just want to clean this area up. And my idea is to make it a designated spot for our dog, so somewhere where we can put his leash and then his food and his water bowls. I also really want to create a cute little sign for him in here as well. So to get started, I'm just going to clean up this corner and remove all of these miscellaneous items, and then of course remove our dog crate. I'm then going to remove the bench that I got from my sister last year out of our garage. It's been in our garage for over a year, and our garage is a huge mess from doing our fence over the summer. So the first thing I'm going to do is wipe this thing down as thoroughly as possible. I'm also going to go ahead and remove this sticker from the side, and then of course wipe down the inside. This was full of spiders and cobwebs and definitely needed to be cleaned before it got moved inside. And even though this is a laminate piece, I'm just going to lightly sand it down just so that the paint that I'm using to cover it better adheres. The color I'm using is actually the same paint that I've used in several other projects. So Madison Avenue by Behr. I have about half a gallon of this paint left, so you'll probably see me using it in future projects as well. I just love the color that it leaves behind. And while the bench is drying outside, I'm just going to also spray paint this hook I got from Target's dollar section last year. I thought it was so cute, but I wanted to spray paint it black so that it would stand out better on a light colored wall. And once the bench was dry, I then moved it into this corner, and then I got started removing these unwanted bird hooks. So to replace the bird hooks, I picked out these modern farmhouse hooks I'd seen all over Instagram. They come with these little tiny screws that, according to reviews, are not the best for mounting to a wall. So I went ahead and used the longer screws that came with the bird hooks just to better secure my new hooks to the wall. And to figure out the placement of my center hook, I went ahead and hung the far hooks first. And once those were hung, I was able to measure and find out exactly where the holes needed to be for my center hook. And here's how the corner is looking so far. I still need to fill in the holes right here and clean this up a bit, but I am loving how these hooks look on this wall. And then for the bench, I went ahead and bought these baskets from Target. I'm just going to go ahead and fill these with items for our dog. So this first one I'm filling with grooming items. And then this next one I'm planning to fill with any clothing items we have for him. I definitely don't make him wear these that often, but we bought these red and black plaid ones for Christmas. He also has some scarves and a few bandanas as well. And the third one I'm planning to fill with a few Halloween costumes, both handmade and store-bought. We have this cute little cactus one I'm pretty sure doesn't fit him anymore, but for now this is just a place for me to store these. Now that that corner is a bit more complete, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this whole mess. I know I want to decorate this for Christmas soon, but for now I'm just going to place a glass bowl here, just for now as a place setter. And now that that area is clean, I'm going to remove this old rug. I really wanted to replace it with something that expands the whole room, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up this floor so I can lay a new rug down. And now I'm going to start in this corner by just removing everything. And now I can hang this cute little hook from Target now that it's dried. And put his food in this airtight bin. And then I'm going to lay down this mat I got from Target for his food and water bowl. And now I have somewhere to hang his collars, his harness, and his leash. Now I'm going to go ahead and roll out this new rug. Unlike our old runner, it is far larger and actually extends almost the entire length of the room, but I just really love the color of it and I think it's a great design for this space. The next thing I'm going to do is finally hang some shades in this room. I bought these shades from IKEA and we have 5 large windows and then 1 small narrow window, and I was able to find the right size in this shade for both. But these are just hung up with this metal bracket. You can either screw the bracket into a wall or into your windowsill. So since I've never hung anything like this before, I'm going to go ahead and start with the smallest window. But to show you again just kind of how these brackets work, once you screw them into the wall or windowsill, they just kind of click into place. So I went ahead and I just marked out exactly where I needed to screw those in by holding the entire thing up to the windowsill and marking it out. And then I went ahead and just screwed these brackets into place. And then I just clicked the shade into place and there you go. It's extremely easy. And just a quick note in case you decide to hang these exact shades, they do not come with screws, but I went ahead and used 1-inch screws and those seem to work just fine. I then went ahead and continued hanging these all around the room. And once that was done, I knew I wanted to add something more to each corner of the room, so I decided to use some frames I already had, as well as some black and white photos of us with our dog Corbin. I also knew I wanted to make a sign for Corbin's corner, so I went ahead and used a framed out piece that I had from Hobby Lobby, and I just painted the background white. And then I'm going to go ahead and measure out my letters to be 3 by 3 inches, and then I'm just tracing out my letters accordingly. This is a pretty simple process. My letters aren't perfect, but they're good enough. If you'd want a more in-depth tutorial, just leave a comment below and I will possibly do that for you guys. But again, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to click that red subscribe button below. If you entered the giveaway in my last video, be sure to check out the description in this video to find out who won. We are well on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and I will definitely be sure to do another giveaway as soon as I reach that milestone. Thanks again to everyone who's been following along. It truly means so much. So moving on, I'm then going to go ahead and trace over each letter in black paint. I'm then going to go ahead and also paint the frame of this piece black. That way it doesn't clash with my other picture frames. And now I'm just going to go ahead and hang everything up. To do this, I'm using a piece of tape. That way I can mark out the holes for each one of my picture frames and make sure that they're all the same level. Again, here's a quick look at the room before. And here's after. You guys, I'm loving the way our sunroom looks now. It's definitely more functional and all the more beautiful. I still have a couple paint touch-ups to do around the room, but once that's done, this room will be complete. Thanks again to all of my new subscribers. I can't wait to get to know you guys better. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to click the like button below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more macrame, DIY home decor, and household projects. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!